Subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and never miss an update from Latestly.
Our director Suyash came up with this idea that, as people who are in the industry, and like, there are people who look up to us and want to see us deliver some positivity, and what better time to deliver a positive message than in the middle of all of this. So we just thought, instead of getting preachy or instead of doing what everyone else is doing, how about we kind of uh, pool our resources and collectively put out something that also is informative, also enlightens you, and at the same time entertains you. Because I think if at such a time you're able to make people smile, even if it's for a few moments, that gives us a lot of joy. And also, after we did it wasn't the intention to start off with, but after we did the first couple of videos, we're like, how about you can't go from door to door asking people to do charity, right? I mean, like, there are so many anonymous donors who come out for a good cause and never want to be named, and then there are people who do absolutely nothing, but they scream from rooftops like they've done like the greatest deed on planet Earth. So we just said that, okay, if you guys like our thing, we want to, this entire migrant worker crisis was happening, and that's something that's really pained all of us, the migrant workers, the crew, the laborers who are part of our film industry as well, who have been absolutely out of work for the past almost 3 months now. And you and me still will get by this, but those guys are literally surviving hand to mouth. So, like, if we can monetize it in a way where, if you guys feel like donating and stuff to the Give India organization and all, like, why not? Let's see what can be done. And so far, the response has been very encouraging. So we're hoping to kind of make the Jomo 4 series extend beyond just the pandemic and not just be about the coronavirus, but as a medium to kind of give our viewpoints on what's happening in the world. Because as an actor, you don't want to just be an entertainer. You want to be someone who has an opinion. You may the beauty of living in a democracy like India is we can agree to disagree, but you will value me and I'll value you more if we have an individual viewpoint. So I think freedom of speech is something that causes entire Jomo thing to happen. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Speaking of freedom of speech, there's been a small controversy that is happening right now. Of course, it's a big controversy in its own context, like the Black Lives Matter movement that is happening in the US. But in India, many celebrities have spoken up in favor of the movement, and they have been accused on social media for not extending the same voice when it was a matter pertaining to Indian demographic. While you have been quite vocal about the migrant crisis, but many actors have not been vocal about, while they have been vocal about the Black Lives Matter movement.
Correct.
Comment on that.
So this is a very good and valid question that you've asked, and it's extremely unfortunate what's happening in America. No two ways about that. It would be very hypocritical of anyone to say that, if it happens in America, it's different, but if it happens in India, it's different. Racism is racism. Racism, irrespective of which city, district, or country it takes place in. And you and me know for a fact that there's a lot of that discrimination over caste, creed, and color happens in our country as well. The reason why I've largely stayed out of it and I've not really said too much about it, especially on social media, which is like literally the way we put out stuff, is because I'm like, why? Sometimes it's like this herd mentality, like, because one person puts up something, Black Lives Matter, or something happens, or something about Tuesday, something, Blackout Tuesday, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And it becomes a fad. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to be a part of this, because just because these things happen also in India, but they don't get the kind of press because maybe it happens in the smaller parts of the country and we are not aware of it, or sometimes stories are just watched, as doesn't mean that we should not speak about it. So I would rather focus on things like the migrant workers thing. Like, I'll give you an example. A journalist called me up yesterday and they wanted my viewpoint on this entire Sonu Sood thing that's happening in regards to the migrant workers. Like, he's like a BJP puppet and he's doing this only for publicity. I'm like, irrespective of the fact, I mean, I don't know the man, but irrespective of the fact whether he's doing it with an ulterior motive or no, the fact is that he is actually going out there to ground zero, putting his name out there, physically going and getting these guys on buses, trains, and if I'm not mistaken, even a chartered aircraft a couple of days back. And at the end of the day, you're going to be known by what you do and not who you claim you are. So I just feel a lot more focus needs to be on what's happening in our own country right now.
Okay. Yeah. Your mother was in Poland while during the lockdown. Has she come back?
No, yeah, my mother's still in Poland only. I wouldn't say she's stuck over there because so what mom does is she spends about 4-5 months a year over there because my Masi lives there, her sister lives there, and they've started a bunch of these restaurants. So there's a Chinese, Vietnamese, Indonesian, Japanese, like a bunch of Oriental restaurants they've started. So she spends half her time there and half her time over here. So she just left. Like she left, I think, first week of March, and by the third week of March, the whole lockdown thing happened. So she's not stuck there right now, but of course, I mean, it's a trying time, and as a family, I mean, somewhere you wish like you're together, right? I mean, I'm the only child, and we wish we were together. But thank God for technology and FaceTime and Zoom, man.
Okay. So what are the projects that have been lined up for you, and what is the current status?
Okay, so there's an Amazon Prime show called Kamatipura, which I'm doing with Meera Chopra. For the first time in my career, I'm playing the antagonist. I'm playing a negative character in that. So I'm looking forward to how people respond to that. Because it's interesting with the web space. You're not like a hero or a villain per se, but you get to play this really interesting, eclectic blend of characters. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Then we've got, of course, Inside Edge Season 3. Luckily, we're done with the shooting, and we're all just very relieved that we're done with the shooting. Because as I said, we don't know when we can actually get back out there and shoot. So that will be happening. Code M Season 2 should happen. We haven't ruled on that as yet. So we're looking at ruling towards the end of this year. Then there's Cartel, which is an old Balaji show that I was in the middle of shooting. It's a really long format, 14-episode show. So we've been shooting for that for the last 6-7 months. There's that. And I've done a cameo on this Netflix show called Masaba, which has Neena Gupta and her daughter Masaba.
Okay,
so so a bunch of interesting stuff. Like I think the challenge is keep thinking out of the box and doing interesting things, because you guys have accepted me in my Inside Edge avatar. But the work that I put out after this, even with Inside Edge, it has to be a natural progression. It has to be familiar enough, but at the same time different. So like you all should not think he's a one-trick pony. He's just doing the same thing, because sometimes as an actor that you fall a victim to your own success and your own the characters that you play. So it's very important to kind of try and make different choices.
Okay.
Sometimes you succeed, sometimes you don't, but at least you should try.
Okay, yeah. So the web space has become just as big as movies right now. There's Akshay Kumar, Saif Ali Khan are doing a web series. Saif's web series Delhi is gonna come out on Amazon, and I think Kajol joined one. So in that regard, do you still feel like being a bigger part of the movies, or are you satisfied content with being the face of the Indian web space?
Thanks for calling me the face of the Indian web series. I don't know how much that holds true, but thank you. Look, honestly, any actor who tells you that being on the big screen, being on the silver screen is not his ultimate dream and fantasy is lying. Okay, because I assure you that the satisfaction of even when I really miss going to the theaters, because when you're sitting in that darkened hall with 200, 300 strangers, all feeling a bunch of emotions together, happiness, laughter, joy, sadness, all kinds of emotions, and especially with Indian cinema, it is truly a beautiful feeling. So film going is more of a community experience, and I feel web series is because you're watching it at home on your tablet, on your smartphone, on your smart TV, on your laptop. So that's more of an individualistic experience. So it's very difficult to compare. What I must say though, where I feel the one area where I think a web series scores over movies is the longer format storytelling. Yeah. Films are larger format, but web series are longer format. So I think in a way that's interesting and good for an actor, because you have a longer period of time to build your graph of the character. There's a lot more that can happen. So that's interesting. So both have their advantages, and they're also one another. But man, film is the ultimate goal, and it has not been a conscious decision of mine to shift to the web. Honestly, I did a bunch of movies, they didn't perform well, and a point came where I really felt I was kind of like in box office prison, man. I mean, you don't want to just do movies for the heck of it or just be a secondary character or be the hero's friend or something, right? You want to do something which has meat attached to it, and that's when Inside Edge came along and this entire digital revolution, so to speak, started gathering momentum. You know? So I'm just happy and lucky to be along for the ride and kind of be at the right place at the right time. Nothing has been planned in life.
Okay. Okay, yeah, hoping for that. And on that hope, I'll wrap up this conversation. Thank you so much, Tanuj, for talking to me. It was lovely speaking with you.
Thanks, Raja. Thank you so much. Yeah, and you guys keep up the good work. I really like what you all do on your channel and on the website. So keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Cheers, buddy. Bye.